I'm at the Fall Carlisle auction, and there was a bunch of classic cars here that sold. Some of them were affordable. I'll tell you what the prices were. Let's go check them out. 11 of the cars in this video sold for 19 grand or less. Here's a 1968 Chevelle SS 396 convertible. It's the real deal, it's not a clone. The 396 is the original numbers matching engine, which has been modified. It's matched to an M22 4-speed. The interior is black, has bucket seats and a console. The car has rally rims with new front tires. The hood has been cut out to allow the air cleaner scoop to stick out above the hood. The car sold for $27,000. The next car is a 1967 Buick GS that has a 400 4-barrel factory rated with 340 horsepower and 440 foot-pounds of torque. It's matched to a 3-speed automatic. If you enjoy checking out classic cars like this, then click the subscribe button below to be notified of my future videos. The black interior has bucket seats and a console. The GS cars came with a sturdier boxed frame, same as the convertibles. The GS sold for $16,000. Next is a 1969 Pontiac Firebird that has an older restoration but still looks good. The car originally came with a 400 engine from the factory, but currently has a 350 that has an aftermarket intake and headers. The interior is black with bucket seats and a console with an automatic shifter. I love how these cars have a Firebird side marker light that lights up. The Firebird sold for $16,500. Here's a 1964 Chevy Impala that has an older repaint. It's a factory 4-speed car, and under the hood is the original rebuilt 327 engine rated with 300 horsepower. The interior is original, has a bench seat, the shifter is on the floor, and a factory tack that they positioned right above the steering column where it's easy to see. The Impala sold for $32,000. Here's a 1968 Mercury Cougar, and it's a Gurney edition, which meant it was dressed up with the chrome engine kit and special wheel covers. The Cougar has a 302 engine with the 4-barrel matched to an automatic and 3.0 gears in the rear. The interior has buckets and a console. The Cougar sold for $10,750. Here's another 1968 Chevelle Super Sport 396. This 4-speed car is 95% original, including the 396, which is the L34, meaning it had 350 horsepower instead of the base engine's 325. The car is a 12-bolt rear with 331 gears. The car runs good but needs tires and is ready to go, says the seller. The interior has bucket seats, a console, factory tack, and 8-track radio. This car was here in April and the highest bid reached $30,000. Today, the highest bid was $30,000 again, but this time it's sold for that price. The next car is a 1971 Dodge Dart that started life with a slant 6, but currently has a 440 with dual quad 600 CFM carburetors. It's matched to an aftermarket 727 automatic Dana 60 rear with 390 gears. Let's hear it run. The seller has all the receipts from the rebuild. The black interior has modern bucket seats and an automatic shifter on the floor. The car sold at auction for $26,500. The next car is a 1966 Mustang Fastback. The Shelby stripes were added on and dresses up the look of the car. I prefer Fastbacks the best when it comes to Mustangs. What do you think? Fastback or Coupe? Let us know in the comments below. This one has a 289 4-barrel matched to an automatic. The car has headers, new exhaust, and tires. The interior looks just as nice and has an upgraded radio and aftermarket gauges. The Mustang sold for $25,500. The next car is a 1972 AMC AMX, which was the upgraded muscle version of the Javelin. But this car is more special for another reason. It's the Pierre Cardin edition. The fashion designer designed the black interior of this car with plum, orange, white, and silver stripes. The advertising stated people should feel like they're sitting in a living room instead of a machine. I'm not sure about you, but when it comes to so-called muscle cars, I think I'd rather feel like I'm in a machine and not a disco. If you're not liking this, it could be worse. AMC also partnered with Gucci and made the Gucci Hornet. The AMX is rare though. They only produced around 1,200 of them with this option. Under the hood is a 360 matched to an automatic. The car is unusual and rare, and some collectors seek them out, which is why at the auction, this car sold for $30,000. Next is a Survivor. It's a 1965 Pontiac LeMans with only 39,000 miles. The convertible top, motor, and hoses have been replaced. Under the hood is a 326 engine matched to an automatic. It's nice to see this car as it is and not cloned into a GTO. The interior looks just as good with buckets and a console. I love the original spinner hubcaps and think on this car looks way better than aftermarket wheels. The LeMans sold for $22,250. The next car is a 1968 Corvette Convertible. 68 was the first year for the new C3 body style. I like the color combo with the bronze exterior and tobacco interior. The car is a 4-speed and has a 327 engine rated with 350 horsepower. 6 months ago, this car was here at the auction and it didn't sell. The high bid that day was $27,500. Today, the car sold for $24,000, $3,500 less than that high bid back in April. Next is a 1961 Chevy Biscayne. Under the hood is a 348 Tri-Power, rated with 350 horsepower and 364 pounds of torque. The interior looks really nice with red leather bench seats and the 4-speed shifter on the floor. The car appears to have a high-quality frame-off restoration. The underneath is just as clean. I love how the rear windows on these cars curve around to the side. The car sold for $22,500. Here's a 1962 Buick Electra 225 Convertible that's in very nice condition. Rear fender skirts come with the car, but I prefer it like this without them on. Here it is with the top down. Under the hood, the Electra has a 401 engine matched to a 3-speed automatic. The car sold for $16,000. The next car is a 1977 Firebird Formula 400. The 400 engine has been upgraded with the new cam and headers. The wheels have been upgraded to Pontiac style 17-inch wheels and tires. And the WS6 package has been added to the car. It's an automatic. The car has AC, power windows, a tack, and tilt wheel. The car only has around 41,000 miles and the paint is mostly original. The Formula sold for $14,250. Next is a 1969 AMC Javelin that has only 35,000 miles. The turquoise color paint looks nice with the Magnum 500 wheels. The engine is a 290 matched to an automatic transmission. The interior looks nice and has bucket seats with a column shifter. I'm usually not a big fan of AMC interior styling, but this one looks okay. The Javelin sold for $21,000. The next car is a 1969 El Camino. It has a slightly modified 350 with a 4-speed. The black interior has bucket seats. The car has factory AC and power drum brakes. The Goodyear Eagle GTs look almost new. The El Camino sold for $28,000. Next is a 1962 Pontiac Bonneville convertible that has its numbers matching 389 tri-power engine. It's matched to a 3-speed automatic. The black interior has leather bucket seats and a console. This car has been repainted but only has about 34,000 miles. Those are Pontiac's 8-lug wheels. The middle is actually a finned aluminum brake drum for maximum brake coolant. The car sold for $19,000. The next car is a 1968 Mustang Coupe. The red line tires look good, especially with the red stripe and red interior. The car is an automatic and has a C code 289 engine. The Mustang has been restored inside and out in its factory colors. The car sold for $26,000. Here's a 1958 Chevy Delray that has been upgraded every way possible. It has a Corvette 350 LT V8 engine backed with a 6-speed manual transmission, and has a nitrous system installed in the trunk. The car has AC and 4-wheel power disc brakes. The interior has modern level seats and odometer gauges. In '58, the Delray was a standalone model and considered a low-cost budget car. It sold for $23,500. Next is a 1966 Ford Galaxie 500 that has a 390 V8 rated with 275 horsepower. The mileage is about 32,000 miles, and the car has its original paint, and obviously it was stored indoors. A ton of maintenance was done, including new tires, brakes, shocks, battery, and carburetor. The Galaxie sold for $17,500. 1984 was the first year for the brand new C4 Corvette. They came with a 350 Crossfire fuel-injected engine carried over from the previous model year, 1982. Yes, 82 was the previous year because there was no 1983 Corvette. They don't exist. The 84 was supposed to be an 83, but they got delayed, and Chevy decided to release it as an early 84 model. 43 pilot cars were produced by Chevy for 83, but they were destroyed. But they destroyed all of them except for one, which is currently in the Corvette Museum. This Corvette, get this, sold for $5,250. The next car is a 1969 Ford Galaxie 500 convertible. The drivetrain has been rebuilt, which includes a 429 engine and an automatic transmission, which is shifted on the column. The car has a new top, tires, brakes, and wheels. The Galaxie sold for $14,000. This 1968 AMC Rebel SST convertible is all original, and it has a 290 V8 engine matched to an automatic. They only produced about 800 of the SST cars in convertible. The Rebel sold for $9,250. This car only has 16,000 miles and still looks brand new. It's a 1978 Mercury Cougar XR7, which has a 351 engine. The Cougar sold for $10,250. Check out some classic car steel signs for the garage or man cave at vintagecarmerch.com. There's a discount code and the link is down below. I'll see you in the next video.